Back at you again with another one. So apologies first and foremost for the late upload. I had some issues yesterday when I did upload the preview video. So unfortunately, it's a pretty late upload when the game's due today. But it's not really going well for me, but hopefully it does for the Arsenal. And as you can see, we're currently sat comfortably first, qualified within our group, and Mulder and Rapid Vienna sat second, with unfortunately Dundalk sat last. Hopefully Dundalk can pick up a point or two. Everybody loves a good underdog story, so come on Dundalk, get some points in tonight. And as I've said previously, Rapid Vienna is going to be our toughest opposition in the group, and I still expect them to qualify along with us in the group stages. And they did beat Dundalk 3-1 at the Aviva Stadium last time round. Another significant point for this game is it will be the first time fans are finally allowed in since the whole COVID outbreak. And we are allocated 2,000 fans. So here in the UK, we have a tier structure. So you've got tier 1, which you're permitted 4,000 fans. Tier 2, you're permitted 2,000. And tier 3, you're not allowed any fans. And the way that's done is based on regions. So for example, London is currently... the status is at tier 2, so therefore they permitted 2,000 fans. And for me, that doesn't really make any sense, because how can you sort of say 2,000 fans are allowed in the Emirates or the new Tottenham Stadium when they have over 60,000 capacity? Then you look at smaller stadiums like Craven Cottage, like Leyton Orient or Brentford, etc., who have much smaller stadiums. Just doesn't make sense to me. I think the way they should have done it is by a percentage. So if you're on tier 3, you're allowed 20%. Tier 2, 10% of capacity allocation, and tier 1, 20%, tier 2, 10%, and tier 3, 0%. But I don't work in a government, and it's not my decision to make that. So let's get back onto the football talks. So this is my predicted lineup. As I've mentioned, we've comfortably qualified, and it looks like we're going to qualify first within our group, unless we have a massive upset and Rapid Vienna could absolutely smash us and we get thrashed as well by Dundalk next game, which I can't see that happening. So this is the team I've gone for. I usually go with a team I predict Arteta will put out, but I'm not really sure what he'll do as we've qualified. So this is a team I've gone for. So in goal, Alex Runner-Runnison, simply because I think we need to see him and what he's capable of doing week in, week out. I've always said we need to get away with being reliant on Leno, with this season being very congested and anyone can pick up COVID at any point and then you have to self-isolate. We need to see if he's capable of replacing Leno if he was to be absent. So Alex Runnison there. I've gone with Cedric as our right back. I've gone with Chambers and Marie. Yes, I know they're still coming back from fitness, and they did participate in the under-23s. I believe they played against Derby last weekend, so I'm hoping they're fit. If not, then we'll see the like of Mustafi, but I don't want to include Mustafi in, because to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Why do you want to continue playing a defender that A, is a liability, and B, he's not going to be here? It makes no sense. So this is another reason why I always get mad at the whole situation of Saliba's not inclusion into the squad, because why are we facilitating has-beens who've been making the same error over and over again since 1965? And then you've got these guys, young players who can come in potentially, and they're going to be here long term. So for me, Mari is long term, and I can see him being he's like the successor of Gabriel. If anything was to happen to Gabriel, I can see Mari taking his spot. Chambers, he probably might stay as a squad player, or maybe raise your stock prices and then sell him come January or the summer. But when you got guys like Mustafi Kolasinac who are not interested in signing a contract, which I hope they don't, and I don't want to see them, I don't care. Let them go, let them rot. We need to start investing and thinking about the players that want to be here. And so that's why I've gone with Mary, Chambers. Don't want to see Mustafi Kolasinac in my team. I've gone with Bellerina. Yes, I have, as on the left back spot. That's because we're playing against Tottenham. I do not want to see Bellerina play in that game. No way. Can you imagine Bellerina going up against Heung-Min Son? or Birdwine or Bell. Oh my. Disaster. It's going to be a massive, massive circus show. Therefore, let's not embarrass ourselves. Play Ballerina against Rapid Vienna and bring on Ainsley and Tierney for the weekend game. And I'll get onto my prediction for that closer to the time. For our midfield, I've gone with El Nene just because he brings stability and he hasn't really played or featured since he's returned from the whole COVID situation. So I think he's going to be a pivotal component to that midfield come Sunday. So I'd like to get some match fitness. Hopefully, we could wrap the game up in the first half and the attackers take their chances. And then we can maybe rest the likes of El Nene and bring on some of the young midfielders, exciting, promising midfielders. We've got like Miguel Aziz, Charlie, Pinto. So I would like to see these guys coming in. I've gone for Smith Rowe on the other side. And that's just because he's, for me, one of these young, talented players that should not be playing for the under-23s. He's above the 23s now. He needs to start playing and being integrated to the first team squad. And that's why I've got him there. Likewise with Balogun. I think Balogun he's too good for the under-23s. We should not be playing the kids like Balogun, Smith Rowe, Saliba in the under-23s. They're just wasted. If we're not going to give them the opportunity, loan them out then. So for me, I have a place Smith Rowe. And if you are reluctant to give him the time, loan him out in January. So Smith Rowe for me. And I haven't forgotten a player. It's just that this app, unfortunately, doesn't have the player I want to start. So this is the young gentleman I like to see play, Ben Cottrell. I think he's performed consistently good in the under-23s. So it's only a matter of time he gets his opportunity. He's 19 years of age. And for me, he's slightly ahead in his progress than the likes of Aziz and Pinto. So I like to see Ben Cottrell feature tomorrow. In terms of the attackers, Nelson, I think it's just unfortunate he's not provided enough game time in the league. I'm going to go with Balogun for obvious reason. I think it's quite obvious. I'm not the biggest fan of Eddie Nketiah. I've always maintained he has nothing to his game except being a fox in a box. And for me, you can score all the goals you like, but sometimes with a player, you can see there's something there. And I just don't see it with Eddie. There's just nothing there. He's just take his goals away. And what is he? He's pretty much useless. So Eddie, not for me. Sell him. Try and get rid of him in January. I think he's preventing the progress of a better striker in the likes of Balogun. And even so far, Muller, which has different attributes to any of our strikers. He's more taller. He's he can be a link-up man up front. So why should we continue to facilitate Eddie when he's not a great option? And please, Mikel, please play Balogun tonight. Start him. Nicolas Pepe, of course. I think he's been a revelation in this competition. It's just sad that we've messed up not we, but the manager has messed up his progress or his confidence in the league game. Hopefully, as I said from the last game, we saw him have an amazing display and he continues on that progress. And I'm really, really hoping that incident with Alioski at the game at Leeds United is a new turning point for Nicolas Pepe, and we're going to see the best of Nicolas Pepe going forward. So that's my predicted lineup. In terms of my predicted score, I think we're going to win quite comfortably, and we will win quite comfortably in front of our own home fans. And therefore, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. Thank you for listening. If you could please let me know your predicted lineup, if you could let me know your predicted score, and please do not forget to like and subscribe.